Hey folks, welcome back to Kevin Fails at Minecraft. When we last left off, oh, it's raining. Ah, that's a disaster. When we last left off, I was going to look up how to actually craft arrows, because we don't have many of them. And we have a lot of feathers, but I just did not know. We're going to have to turn the sound down. There we go. But I simply did not know how they got water coming through the ceiling. I simply did not know how they were crafted. However, we will need flint to craft those, which I do not have at the moment. So we're going to have to kind of hold off on that. Now, we also have some goals of dyeing a few sheep and getting a little bit more birch so that we can finish our sunken floor. I feel dangerous wandering around when it's raining because if any mobs are around, they will not despawn. Oh, this is perfect. Birch and a sheep in the same area. Let's reorganize these tools a little bit. Ooh, spider. Where did I put the... Oh, I'm an idiot. Look at all these spiders. Oh, they're violent because it's rainy. Oh, that's bad. See, they're actually... Oh my goodness. Why are there so many bad mobs? Do they actually spawn in the rain? That would be bad. All right, you're red now. Give me... Oh, no, not kill you. I'm sorry, that's not what I meant. That was an accident. All right, we're also going to need some black wool, which means that we need to... Now, don't worry, because I can always dye their wool white again with bone meal. But we want to collect up a fair amount of red wool. So while they are growing that back, let's chop down some birch wood, because we need some staircases to form a nice little... what is the... There's a term for... Why am I chopping the... Okay, well, we're doing it anyway. Do I have enough inventory to even pick this stuff up? I do. Okay, but barely. There's crown molding, which is the nice little lip that you get on a ceiling, but I don't know what you call it with the floor. Is it floor molding? What's the opposite of crown? Royal boots? We'll call it the royal boots molding. Anyway, I designed the house a little bit partially. It wasn't complete. I just kind of had at it and saw, does this concept work? But I designed something in creative mode, and that is what we are going to try and build. Because I don't want to do too much stuff in creative mode. I made a special effort not to explore or anything, because I don't want to ruin the surprise for myself. I don't want you guys to see like a staged, oh my gosh, look what happened to be over here. How strange and fortuitous. All right, you are... Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, look at you, my little red wool farms. All right. Eventually, I'm going to have to create some sort of farm. There are so many of you. Oh my goodness. Oh, but so many of you are going to die if you stay nearby here. Eventually I'm going to create a farm and stuff. My only concern is that if I stick around... Oh my goodness, all the sheep, look at that. I'm sure I explored this area before in an earlier episode when I was searching around for horses, and I'm sure there weren't this many of these. Anyway, some of my hesitance in... Yay, more red wool. Some of my hesitances come from the fact that passive mobs will only spawn if there aren't a lot of them nearby you. Ooh, look at that. That's perfect. We need... Oh, my sword died. All right, yay. Now we have ink sacks, which are weird and creepy, I suppose. I hear a spider, and I don't have a sword. This is not good for Homestar Runner. And I'm hungry. All right, but we need some black wool as well. In fact, we need like an equal amount. And but you can use ink sacks to dye wool black. Now you can use the ink sacks on individual blocks of wool. If I were to get just shear a regular sheep, well, that one's gray. But if I were to shear a white one, I could use the ink sac on that. But then that's not renewable, and I'd have to get one ink sac for every block of wool that I wanted, which just seems not to be the most efficient way to go about doing things, especially when we have all of these willing subjects over here. Why did I not pick those up to begin with? Did I? Oh, right, because I'm carrying way too much stuff. All right, let's go loop back around and pick this stuff up. All right, come on. Grow your skin again. Not your skin. That'd be creepy. We may be cruel jerks, but we're not that level of crazy. Right. And we picked up a lot of birch already, but let's get a little bit more. And the only problem with the other problem with Nightfall is that you can't entirely tell. The other problem with Nightfall, what is wrong with me? The other problem with rain is that you can't entirely tell when Nightfall is coming. See, I had the idea there. I just reversed it. All right, come on. See, the thing is they have no wool, and then they eat some grass, and then boom, it pops back. But it's kind of random as to whether they decide that they feel like eating grass. So we're just kind of running around. Let's see, how much? Okay, we've got 41 birchwood, which is good. I want to make sure that we get back before nightfall because I don't want to have to spend the night holed up in the woodshed. Though we have a bed in there, so we could just kind of wait it out and go to sleep, provided there aren't monsters nearby when that happens. But I'd like to stick it out and see how much wool we can get from these guys. If not, we will have to come back. Oh, you guys just aren't growing. Are you just shy? I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is with you guys. Alrighty, well, let's go ahead and start heading back. Oh, there you go. You grew stuff. I shall shear you. Ha. Clippity clip. And if I can remember, this is a very small forest. I know I asked you guys to name it. It's kind of lackluster, but you know what? Once we spend more time here, I'm sure we can plant some stuff and flesh it out. Let's grab this while we're here. And it does seem like it's getting to be nightfall-ish, but it's also kind of hard to estimate. Oh, and I forgot there's this one that I died over here when I didn't realize they were quite so plentiful. Oh, and there's a chicken. I don't want you around here, chicken. But don't. Actually, we're going to hit you with an axe because we can. Oh, come on. Really? Oh, that poor chicken. Basically, the name of the game is to eliminate any animals that are not horses that are nearby until we get horses, and then animals are welcome. All right. Yes, it is definitely getting to be nighttime. That is clear to me now. But let's get thee to a nunnery, as they say. That expression is not relevant here. We have no interest in visiting nunneries. We have an interest in getting back to our house. All right, and unfortunately, our house has no ceiling, which means when we get in here, it's going to be raining inside the house. Inside the house, which is terrible. And I want this to be a relatively tall place, but let's see. If we I'm debating whether I want the roof to be the roof for this level. We'll eventually build a second story. I have ideas in mind for that, but see, if I'm standing here and the roof is that's a little lower than I'd like, so I want the roof to actually be more like come on, we'll use you as an example block, but more like no, not like that. I want the orientation to be another way. Fine. You stupid examples. Okay. Let me see. I wonder, actually, can I do it like that, maybe? Nope. basically, I want it to be like this. Actually, it's going to be really weird if I'm not able to place them like that. I wonder, can I do? No. And if I place it towards the bottom of the block, nope, same deal. Okay, so I may need to place like an initial ceiling and then place these on top of them if I want the orientation. If I want to get the orientation the way I want it. So with the sunken floor, my only concern is that a roof like this is going to feel a little bit lower than what I want. So I want it to be a block above that. So we're going to go ahead and say that that's what we're going to plan on doing. But I guess that means we can put this up here, and then we'll start laying out these on top of there. I'm less concerned on starting at this side of the house, even though it's skeleton over here, because then at least it's a much lower area. Though I built that scaffold underneath. So many difficult things to have to worry about. Let's see here. I forgot this lip is actually too wide, which is nice. And then we can take that scaffolding out. Thankfully, I only have 14 of these blocks, so this won't be super boring for you to watch, because we are just about done with what we were able to do for that at the moment. And basically, we will eventually build this all the way across, which will be very, very nice. In fact, if I am being smart about this, I should just build a fake roof at that dirt level now, and then go back in and add all of the logs at the same time. So let's go ahead and fill that in, basically. I'll do a speed up just so this isn't super boring for you. And I guess that's going to mean closing that off. Well, we don't need to access to the roof necessarily. So, okay, we will do we have enough? We don't even necessarily have enough dirt. I'm just gonna, you can stay here. Ha! You'll just have to deal with the boringness that is whatever this is. The placement of these things is so challenging, and I feel stupid every single time I misplace a block. I question my value as a person. Oh. One thing I didn't even think about is that if we do this, we need to actually kind of light this up a little bit. We've only got a few torches left at the moment, but we don't want things spawning on top here when it's dark. So, alrighty, and that's all the dirt blocks we have, unless we've got more there, which we do not. Oh, all the rain. But we could sleep and make it daytime, but we've got work to do inside here. So let's get to it. We've still got plenty of glass with which to fill in this lovely glass floor. And we picked up enough birch that we can work on that a little bit. And my big concern is that I'm going to accidentally fall into the ravine via carelessness as I'm digging through here. Alright. And I was thinking that basically, eventually, I hear you. We're not, no solicitors. But once we go to the nether and stuff and we get some glowstone, we can just kind of embed a few in the ravine down here and light it up, and it'll be a nice little cool thing for our guests to look at when they visit. And by guests, I don't know who I mean, but perhaps you do. I don't know. Some people have asked about, playing on multiplayer stuffs, because you can open these maps and stuff up to throw them on servers and play with multiple people. I'm kind of nervous to do things like that just because my schedule is so erratic. I don't want to have to worry about managing something like that. And as much as it'd be fun to play with other people, I don't want to have to worry about scheduling, that sort of thing, or letting people down if I'm not able to make it. Boom. Okay. Boom. Boom. And look at that. That's actually, I gotta say, I think that's pretty cool. You can disagree if you so choose. And I'm out of glass. I'm just gonna cheat here for the moment. I think we'll actually take some of these out eventually, but we'll worry about that when it comes to it. Now the other thing that we are doing is laying down. Oh no, I hear an Enderman. Oh my goodness. And I don't have any sort of weapon with which to defend myself. But from what I understand, if I stand here, and it will spawn nearby, but not be able to hit me or something, possibly. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, see, there he is. Oh, you know what? It's because he doesn't like the rain, so he's just like jumping around all the time. So it's not that I looked at him. He's just terrified in general. I hope. I should make a sword. I'm gonna make a sword. So otherwise this could end very, very badly for Homestar Runner. Okay, we're using the last oak. Boom, sticks. Oh, I already had, what is wrong with me? Guys, if you were not yelling at the screen, then you bear responsibility for whatever happens to me. All right, so let's start knocking this out. And here's basically what I've been thinking of for the pattern. We'll go ahead and fill this in a little bit. Boom. Obviously not with grass, because grass looks a little unkempt. Boom. And one more of those. And we still gotta, we've been using the shovel too much. We were really running low on shovels. Actually, I think the next episode, we might not even continue working on the house. We may start descending into the ravine and exploiting it for resources, simply because we are out of iron, which is not a good place to be. We still got some diamond in the chest, which is fantastic. Ooh, and there's some flint, which means we can make those arrows that I mentioned. Let's make an arrow. Just because I said at the end of the last episode that I would talk about that. But basically, okay, I've only got one flint, so one stick. Basically, it's a feather and a stick and a flint. So the flint is the arrowhead. And then you get 4 arrows for that, which is great. That means I can actually start using the bow, which honestly I never use, which is terrible. But I think for the next episode, we will go through and start, we'll delve down into the, why can't I think and do things at the same time? I wish I were better at multitasking. But we will delve down into the ravine and start mining that for assets, because we are a little low on resources that we need. Like that shovel just gave out. We could use a regular shovel, but anyway. So let's just use the rest of the wool that we've gotten. And I hear skeletons outside still. What am I doing? Yeah. Oh, and look, the rain stopped exactly when it was no longer really a problem. Alrighty. So this I think is going to look really nice once we have it filled in, and once this is all sunken and stuff, and once the roof is all the way on. Which, okay, granted, this stuff is a ways off, but we are making progress, and we have a floating midair bed and a nice little safe space to be, and life is good. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow when we will go down and explore the ravine, and hit subscribe if you haven't already, because it's there, and I'm going to keep bugging you about it until you do. Well, I'll keep bugging you about it even after you do. So I guess that excuse doesn't work, but maybe you'll subscribe anyway. Maybe you didn't listen to that last part. Bye.